So it's the beginning of the week here in our Transformer world, and first we got some Blockies news. It looks like Moku Mega Optimus Prime, which is a collaboration with Brown, is going to be doing some Blockies. Not much really I could say about it right now. We'll probably have more updates on this later this week. Supposedly there's going to be a limited run of these. There's going to be a regular version. Not much we really know, but the big news that we're going to be talking about today is what all the fandom has been clamoring about and is probably going to be talking about for the next couple of days. The Activate Your Alt Mode fan vote has gone live today for round 2. Now, round 2 is the voting that is deciding the category of our winner Shockwave and what the alt mode will be, at least on a category nature. So the Transformers Instagram account, Transformers Official, posted the poll today to do the voting. The voting starts today and goes all the way until late August 21st. So you have quite a few days to do the voting for this. And then the winner will be announced for which category will win on the 22nd on Friday. Now, again, the voting is land, sea, air, and wildcard. And that is that. So take your pick and what you want from that. From what we've seen thus far, and again, it's still pretty early to call it, C and Wildcard are pretty neck and neck with the voting thus far, with Wildcard leading by just a small percentage. If the C category wins, we'll have a choice between, with the C category, of speedboat, submarine, some kind of creature, or a hoverboat. Some of those are fun choices. But at the same time, I hope they don't just use this as a way to give us a Hearts of Steel Shockwave. I mean, at the end of the day, we already have a subline and segmentation for that we saw with the Optimus Prime, the Starscream, the Megatron, and the Bumblebee. I don't think we need a fan vote to get that. I think that's something that Hasbro should just kind of do naturally as a extension of what we already saw already with the Hearts of Steel stuff. So that is that. And then if the wild card indeed wins, judging by how it's already leading by just a small margin, we'll have a pick between weapon, starfighter, creature, or device. These all, again, came from Nate's post just a few days ago on Instagram from Hasbro Marketing. I really hope, honestly, that, man, if we get wild card, I don't know, because 2 of those 4 choices are stuff that Shockwave has already been before, and it wouldn't be too original. Shockwave's already been a weapon. That's pretty much a given. And Shockwave has been many starfighters, aka spaceships. A lot of those. So, are we just going to have this voting just to make Shockwave a gun all over again? I sure as hell hope not. Let's put it that way. But maybe something unique will come from all of this. But it's still early in the voting, still plenty of days left. It ends on the 21st, late in the 21st, and again, we'll get the final answer on the 22nd. But there's another wrinkle to all of this that people haven't been discussing. So the voting is open on Instagram. You have Instagram, you click on the comments, the app specifically, you click on the comment section, and you log in your voting. But the voting is also open, starting with this round 2 category. The voting is now also open to China and their social media platform, RedNote. Now, RedNote is pretty much a Chinese social media version of what Instagram is. It has images, it has a poll system and everything like that. So the official Hasbro Chinese RedNote account will also have a polling for this same category. So again, keep in mind, while the wild card is indeed leading right now, we don't know what 1.4 billion Chinese fans might be voting for. And that's a big X factor in all of this in a lot of ways. We might get a big curveball and we might end up with like a land train Shockwave or a sea creature Shockwave or something. Again, who knows what China will vote for? I mean, if you took all of Canada, the USA, and Europe, that's about 1.4 billion people right there against 1.4 billion Chinese people. So now not all of those are Transformer fans, but I'm just saying there's a big X factor there now that RedNote also is going to be part of the voting system. So what we see on our end with Instagram is not so cut and dry with what the final thing might be. So time will tell. August 22nd will roll around and we'll get the announcement of the category And then the following week, August 25th to the 28th, will be the voting of that specific category of what will that be, specific alt mode of that category. And then after the 28th, Mark and Evan will put together a concept of whatever the final winner is. And all of those, the final winner, the final design, everything like that, will be announced on September 17th on Transformer Day. And then we'll know what we're going to be getting in the future. So let me know what you think about all of this. It's going to be heated over the next couple of days. Again, it's going to be quite interesting now with the X factor of Red Note being part of this. So let me know what you think about all of this. And again, thank you for listening to the Transformer Slag podcast and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed on everything going on in our glorious Transformer robot hobby. And I'll talk to you in the near future.